Hi there! Welcome back to Dreamkatcher Daily. Today we arrive at card 10 in the Major Arcana, the Wheel of Fortune. In our last lesson, we explored the Hermit, a card of solitude, inner truth, and wisdom found in the quiet. The Hermit invited us to pause, reflect, and carry our own light. Now the journey turns outward again. The Wheel of Fortune reminds us that nothing stays the same. Life rises and falls. Beginnings turn into endings, and endings open new doors. This is the card of fate, destiny, and cycles beyond our control. The Wheel of Fortune is card 10. In tarot, 10 marks both an ending and a new beginning. The cycle has completed, and something fresh is about to emerge. 10 carries the fullness of experience, the wisdom of the past, and the seed of what comes next. This card is ruled by Jupiter, the planet of luck, expansion, and abundance. Jupiter's energy is generous and expansive, but also unpredictable, reminding us that fortune is not always steady. The element here is fire, symbolizing transformation, movement, and the spark of possibility. The card from top to bottom. In the upper left, a winged angel represents Aquarius and the element of air. The angel holds an open book, symbolizing eternal learning, divine knowledge, and the wisdom that flows from the heavens. The wings suggest higher perspective, lifting us beyond the ordinary. Across from the angel, in the upper right, flies a winged eagle, the higher form of Scorpio in the element of water. The eagle soars above earthly limits, embodying transformation, vision, and spiritual depth. Like the angel, it too reads from a book, showing that wisdom is a constant pursuit, even for those who fly highest. At the center of the card spins the great wheel with 8 spokes. These spokes represent rhythm, balance, and the repeating cycles of life. The number 8 connects to infinity, showing that destiny turns endlessly, without beginning or end. It also links to cosmic order and foreshadows the justice card ahead. Around the wheel's rim are 4 alchemy symbols: Mercury, sulfur, water, and salt. These are the building blocks of all existence, reminding us that fate is shaped from the most basic elements of life. Inscribed across the wheel are the letters T, A, R, and O. Read in a circle, they form multiple words: Taro, Rhoda, Torah, or Tarot. Each speaks of mystery, the law of the universe, the rotation of cycles, and the story of tarot itself. The wheel tells us that fate and wisdom are intertwined, encoded into the fabric of creation. At the very top sits a blue sphinx, crowned and holding a sword. The blue connects it to calmness, truth, and spiritual clarity. The Sphinx is the guardian of mystery, representing riddles, wisdom, and the balance of opposites. Its sword cuts through illusion, reminding us that truth sits above the chaos of the turning wheel. On the left side, a yellow serpent descends downward, often linked with Typhon. The serpent represents chaos, disorder, and the descent into matter. The yellow color reflects vitality and raw energy, but also instability. It shows that as the wheel turns, there are always forces pulling life downward into challenge and uncertainty. On the right side rises Anubis in dark orange, the jackal-headed guide from the Egyptian myth. His burnt orange color ties him to earth, grounding, and transformation through effort. Anubis is the guardian of souls and the keeper of wisdom, lifting energy upward toward order and knowledge. Together with the serpent, he shows the duality of life. While one force descends, the other rises, both necessary parts of the eternal cycle. In the lower left, we find the winged bull, symbol of Taurus and the element of earth. Strong, stable, and enduring, the bull represents grounded wisdom and steady strength. The open book it holds reminds us that even power must be balanced with learning. In the lower right, the winged lion represents Leo and the element of fire. Courageous and bold, the lion carries the energy of passion and will. Yet like the bull, it too holds a book, showing that true strength is not raw force, but knowledge guided by spirit. Together, the angel, the eagle, the bull, and the lion represent the four fixed signs of the zodiac, the four elements, and the four evangelists of Christian tradition. They anchor the turning wheel, reminding us that even as life shifts, certain truths remain constant. All of these symbols float in a blue sky framed by gray clouds. The gray suggests mystery, neutrality, and transition, the in-between space where clarity is not yet revealed. It reminds us that destiny often moves unseen, and we must trust the turning even when the outcome isn't clear. The Wheel of Fortune teaches us that life is always in motion. We cannot stop the wheel, but we can choose how we respond to its turning. Acceptance, adaptability, and trust allow us to move with life's changes instead of against them. How might embracing life's ups and downs bring you more peace? Upright, the Wheel of Fortune signals change, opportunity, and turning points. Fortune may be rising in your favor, or a cycle is moving you into something new. It can be a time of luck, synchronicity, or sudden shifts that open doors. In relationships, this card suggests growing through change, sometimes meeting someone by chance, or experiencing a turning point that reshapes how two people move forward together. In career, it may signal advancement, new opportunities, or unexpected events that redirect your path forward, greater alignment. Spiritually, it reminds us that the universe is always turning, and we are part of a greater rhythm. Reversed, the Wheel of Fortune points to resistance, setbacks, or clinging to the past. It can feel like bad timing or being stuck in an unwanted cycle. The challenge is to release control and just let that change happen. Even when uncomfortable, it still moves us forward. In relationships, it may reflect repeated patterns, cycles that keep repeating until lessons are learned. In work, it could signal delays, missed opportunities, or frustration with forces outside of your control. On a deeper level, reversal asks, are you stuck because the timing isn't right, or because you're resisting the lesson life is offering? The Wheel of Fortune reminds us, life turns, seasons shift, and nothing lasts forever. The lesson is not to resist change, but to meet it with trust, adaptability, and grace. In our next lesson, we'll explore card 11, the Justice card, a card of truth, fairness, and balance. Thank you for joining me today for our journey. If this message brought you clarity, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who may need the reminder. And we'll see you next time on Dreamkatcher Daily.